Hey, good evening, Facebook. We have just got through some incredible meetings here in Colorado. We are continuing to travel around the United States during this pandemic, and honestly, I just continue to be blown away by the pure hunger that we're seeing. This weekend, we met folks that drove 10 and a half hours from Las Vegas, Nevada to be with us. Here in Colorado, we had Oklahoma City come. We had Utah. We had Arizona. The hunger that's going on right now in America is absolutely unprecedented. I've been traveling this nation the last 12 years preaching the gospel, and I can just tell you, I've never seen this kind of hunger in America before. Just last weekend, we were over on the East Coast, and honestly, the same thing. People are driving 6, 8, 10 hours just to be a part of what God is doing. Even last night, the lines are out in the parking lot. They filled up 3 overflow rooms. And just to be honest with you, it's not because I'm anointed or something like that. I appreciate that. But here's what's happening. People are so desperate to be in an actual hands-on gathering of believers. I had a video that went viral where I said that I'm done with online church and online conferences. It stirred up a bunch of controversy in the body of Christ. But one of the things that I just want to clarify is, listen, it doesn't matter whether you're meeting in a house. It doesn't matter whether you're meeting in a building. It doesn't matter whether you're meeting on the streets of America. All I'm just going to tell you is there is power when believers get together in unity. And listen, folks, I've been preaching at churches around America. They're social distancing and they've got masks on. And folks, I'm preaching in churches in America that are not practicing social distancing and no one has a mask on. I want to encourage you to keep the main thing the main thing. We've got to stop fighting about mask or no mask, social distancing or no social distancing in the street or in a building. Folks, none of that matters right now. All that matters is that God is releasing a remnant in America right now, and the passion and the hunger that we are seeing, I've never seen before in 12 years. God gave me a word this weekend in Colorado that's very simple, but I just want to speak it over your life. I believe that God is saying to a remnant in America, now is the time to check in, not check out. God is saying to a remnant in America, now is the time to check in, not check out. As I was preaching this weekend, I began to see in a vision how there are large portions of the church in America who have already conceded the next 6 months to the devil. I saw a large calendar over America, and I'm telling you, you've got churches, they're canceling services until next year. There was a Barna survey that just came out. 1 out of every 3 practicing Christians in America are no longer attending a corporate gathering. Folks, I'm telling you, the church is trying to check out and concede the calendar to the devil. And God is seeking a remnant in America that is going to check in. Folks, it's time to check in. It's time to gather. It doesn't matter where you gather, in your house, in the church house. It doesn't matter mask or no mask, social distancing or no social distancing. Don't get caught up in the bantering and the foolishness. Focus on the power that God is releasing in the corporate gatherings. Now is the time to check in. In this time of silence, and I refer to the quarantine time, in the time of silence, it is time to make spiritual violence. You are going to continue to see a remnant all over America, just like we're seeing. They're going to drive 4 and 6 and 8 and 10 hours. They're going to gather in the streets. They're going to gather in the church houses. Now is the time to hit the accelerator and press into all that God has for us. We cannot concede the next 6 months and say, well, I guess we'll just gather back together in 2021. Listen, the wheat is being separated from the tares. There is a mass exposing and revealing going on in America right now. And I just want to speak the peace, the strength of God over a remnant. It's time to check in, not check out. Let's go.